Hello once again, welcome to example 1 on the perimeter and area of a square that I started with you in the first video. In the first video, we started learning about the perimeter and area of a square, where we did some explanation on what a square is and also what the perimeter of a square is and also the area as well. And we went ahead to derive the formula for finding the perimeter of a square and also the area of a square in the first video, and I hope you all understood it and you enjoyed the lesson as well. So this is a continuation to solve some examples with you. Okay, so as you can see from the board, this is example 1. Okay, so in the first video, all that we did was to define what a square is and also derive the formula for finding the perimeter and area of a square. Okay, so this video I want us to solve questions. Okay, so I will advise that you watch the first video because the first video lays the foundation, okay, the basic understanding that you are supposed to get about the perimeter and area of a square. I've done those explanations in the first video. Okay, so do well to watch the first video so that we get the foundation to be able to handle this session. As I said, this is a continuation to solve some examples with you. Okay, so the knowledge that you've had in the first video, we are going to apply it here. That's why I'm encouraging you to watch the first video. So do well to watch it, and please don't forget to like the videos and also share them after watching. Let's go ahead and handle the example 1 that I have on the board. So example 1, it says that find the area and perimeter of a square of side 6 centimeters. Okay, so let me read it one more time. It says find the area and perimeter of a square of side 6 centimeters. Okay, so we have been given one side of the square to be 6 centimeters, and we are being asked to find the area and the perimeter of the square. Okay, so in the previous videos when we did the area and perimeter of rectangle, I gave you some steps that you are supposed to go through anytime that you are handling word problem questions of this nature, and I hope you remember them. So we are going to apply those same steps here. Okay, I said that anytime you have word problem questions of this nature, the first thing to do is that read the question very well and understand what the question is asking you to do. Okay, because you understanding what the question is asking you to do is part of the solution. Okay, because if you don't understand what the question is asking you to do, then you cannot even attempt solving it. Okay, so it's necessary you understand what the question is asking you to do. Okay, and for that reason you need to read very well. Okay, that's the first step. Read very well and understand what the question is asking you to do. Now the next step is that read again, then you extract all the information given in the question. Okay, so with that, what I mean is that write down all the information the question has given you. Okay, and that is part of the solution, so don't ignore those steps. Okay, writing the information the question has given you down is part of the solution, and examiners mark all those things. Okay, so don't just jump to writing the formula down and solving. No, okay, follow the steps. Okay, and you see that solving word problem questions will be easy for you. Okay, so follow the steps that I'm teaching you. Okay, so now let's go ahead and apply those steps. Okay, so we've already read the question here. Okay, so we understand that the question is asking us to find the area and perimeter of a square of side 6 centimeters. Okay, so we are going to find the area first, then we'll find the perimeter as well. Okay, so now let's read again and put down the information that the question has given us. Okay, so that's my solution. Let's read again. So it says find the area and perimeter of a square of side 6 centimeters. Okay, so we have been given one side of the square to be 6 centimeters. Okay, and we know that the side of a square is length, as I've established in the first video. Okay, so I have the length, okay, into bracket L equals to 6 centimeters. Okay, so I'll keep on saying that don't just write L, okay, because if you write only L can represent a lot of things. So it's best you write length info, then you do into bracket L. Then in that way we know that the L here is being defined as the length, okay. And please don't forget that this is a square, okay. If one of its side is length, then it means all the other side is also going to be length, which I've established in the first video. We've proved that, okay. So having one side to be length, it means all the other side is also length, okay. So if one side is 6 centimeters, it means the other side of the square is also 6 centimeters. Each side of the square is also 6 centimeters, okay. Now let's proceed. It says you should find the area of the square, okay. So let's tackle the area first. Now, so let's write the formula for finding area of a square. So my area into bracket A, okay, as you've seen, write the area info into bracket A. Now, the formula for finding the area of a square is L squared, which we've derived in the first video, okay. So the formula for finding the area of a square is L squared, okay. Now we have been given the length. The L here is the length, okay. So we have been given the length to be 6 centimeters. So we just need to substitute our value of L into this formula, okay. So my area will be equal to 6 squared, okay. So now let's simplify further. So my area will be equal to 6 squared is 36, so I'll have 36 centimeters squared, okay. So I informed you that after solving and you've gotten your final answer, you bring the unit. It is very important. Don't ignore the unit, okay. And area is in square, that's why we have centimeter square, okay. So now don't get confused with this one. Most students will come and write 12 here. No, because they think that 6 square is 12. No, 6 square is not 12. Now how they make those mistakes is that they'll do 6 times 2, then they'll write 12 there. No, okay, students makes those mistakes a lot, okay. So 6 square means 6 times 6, okay. So again, 6 square means 6 is multiplying itself 2 times, which means 6 times 6, and that gives 36, okay. So it's not 12, okay. So this is the correct answer, okay. Now let's proceed and also do the perimeter, because it says you should find the area and the perimeter. We are done finding the area. Now let's go ahead and find the perimeter as well. So let me write the formula for finding the perimeter of a square down, okay. So my perimeter, so write your perimeter info, perimeter into bracket P. Okay, the formula is 4 times the length, okay, so 4L, okay. So that is the formula for finding the perimeter of a square. We've established this in the first video, okay. So the perimeter of a square is 4L, okay. So it means 4 times the length, okay. So let's go ahead and put the value of the length into the formula, okay, because you know our length here to be 6 centimeters, okay. So my P will be equal to 4 times, the bracket means multiplication, okay. So 4 times the 6, okay. So my P will be equal to 4 times 6 gives me 24. So my P equals to 24 centimeters, okay. Don't forget to bring the unit, very important. If you forget to bring the unit, the person marking your work might deduct you some marks, okay, because the unit is very important, so don't forget. So our P equals 24 centimeters, meaning the perimeter is 24 centimeters. Please hope the explanation is clear enough and you understood it as well. Please don't forget to like the video and also share the video as well. I'll see you again in another video whilst we solve more examples on this. Bye bye.